toe on the beat.
It's hard for me. What to do with the business is, man? It's your boy DT3, the Boom Beezy, man, and I'm back at you again with Boxing Talk 162, Viva La Mexico, man. I just want to send a special shout out to the whole Mexican boxing nation, man. Y'all put up on a hell of a fight last night with Miguel Berchelt and Oscar Valdez, man. It was a hell of a fight last night. We had a lot of fights that went on this past weekend, and it was a beautiful night of fights, man. From Josh Kelly getting stopped, Adrian Broner putting up a boring show, and I really wasn't impressed too much by AB at all whatsoever. I can't speak for everybody else, but I wasn't impressed by AB. I can't speak for everybody else. What's up, Los? What's up, Martin? What's up, Alex? What's up, George? What to do with the folk, man? It's just want to send a special shout out to the Mexicans, man. Y'all, they put up on a hell of a show last night, man. With Valdez, Berchelt, man, hell of a fight last night, man. But I can't even figure out where to start. I'm gonna start with Kelly because I'm gonna save Berchelt and Valdez for everybody else that comes in. I don't want to put too much energy into that at first. You feel me? You know what I mean? So it is what it is. What's up, Nuke? You know what I mean? So I just wanted to touch on Josh Kelly and his fight, him getting stopped. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody can't do the shoulder roll, okay? That is a defensive tactic. It is not a style. Okay, let me repeat that for you. The shoulder roll Philly shell defense, okay? The defense is not a style. It is a defense, okay? That's why when all you fighters that you seeing using that dumb shit, hold up, y'all don't see me because I'm doing the shit. Doing this dumb shit all the time. Doing this shit. Everybody, this is defense. This is a defensive tactic. This is not, I'm finna walk right up to you. I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna stroll to you with the shoulder up here. No. This shit, hold up. This shit, that's a bait. It's not really, you're not supposed to do that. That's why when they said Roy Jones did damn near every motherfucking thing wrong and was good still. But you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to drag your front arm forward. You're not supposed to do that. That's fucked up boxing fundamentals right there. You're not supposed to do that shit. You're not. So when you see fighters doing that and they getting touched up and fucked up, because for one, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know. For one, they don't study the style that they actually imitating. They don't. They don't do the homework on it. They just feel, okay, I'm athletic. I could do this. I could do that. I'm this. I'm that. I could use my shoulder roll. I could do that. Oh, I could do that nice. Oh, you can't touch me. Yay. Whoop. Until you fight a dude that's patient enough, because eventually I'm going to catch you. Because all you can do from here is break down, dip, pull back. So eventually I'm going to just wait for you to, oh, he just going to duck under. Uppercut, pop. That's what's going to happen. If you have to defend on that, Josh Kelly got decent defense. He don't got impeccable defense. He got decent defense. And I am an avid person who was juicing Josh Kelly. Juicing. But his defense is a little shaky. It looked nice when he make people miss and he doing pop, 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 wop. But guess what? Josh Kelly don't sit on his punches either. He don't sit on his punches. You know why? Because if Josh Kelly sits on his punches, he gonna get hit on the way out. He gonna get caught with something. Josh Kelly don't want to get hit with nothing. He want to be pretty. He want to window wash you. Pop out. Da da da. Da 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 da. You know, he want to ticky tack. He want to ticky tack you. Pull out, dip, under, use his footwork, be all cute and shit. That ain't gonna work over here in America. I have to say that ain't gonna work over here. So, what's up, Zach? I'm gonna get to Valdez in a minute. Let me get to these comments. Let me get y'all real quick. What's up, Willie boy? Vado Locos. What it do with the folk? Shout out to my Mexicans, man. I love y'all. Y'all don't come through and fuck with your boy because y'all think I want to shit on y'all. I shit on everybody. Everybody gets it. It ain't just black people, white people, Ukrainians, UK people. It ain't everybody get it. Mexicans, but at the same time, everybody get love too. I show love to the UK fighters. I show love to American fighters. So at this point, I feel like it's only right for me to show love to the Mexican fighters because they put two big names, Oscar Valdez and Miguel Berchelt, got in there and they put on a show last night. And everybody is talking about it, and everybody was happy with what they saw last night. Whether you won, you won some or you lost some. It is what it is. Shout out to Viva la Mexico. But I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus, my Lord and Savior, forever and always. I'm still going with Shakur, though, Alex, with that. I'm good, Harris. I'm good. But Josh Kelly will not make it in a major circle, like in a major circuit. He won't make it. He won't. Just like Anthony Yard. If they don't change up something, because Adam Booth is supposed to be this guru of a fucking trainer in the UK. That's who Adam Booth's supposed to be. When you say Adam Booth, everybody say nothing but good shit about Adam Booth. What's up, Mondo? You know what I'm saying? So, what is Adam Booth not telling Josh Kelly? What is he not telling him? What is he not doing with him? Because at the end of the day, Josh, you don't sit on your punches. You don't sit on your punches. If you sit on your punches, I don't know if you lack punching power for whatever reason, but he don't sit on his punches. He do not sit on his punches. And I got love for you, Josh. I got love for you. Just like I got love for, and I just don't really, I'm not finna hype you niggas up like that because it just, I'm not finna be that dude that's just gonna hype up you fighters and then when y'all get y'all ass whooped and all that shit and then y'all say dumb shit like, I'm not finna, no. Nah. I stopped rocking with Yard because of the fact that he can't take effective criticism. No. He can't take that shit. I can't fuck with somebody who can't handle the truth about themselves. It's like saying, like, I don't want to be somebody's friend because, I don't want to not tell him the truth because I value his friendship. But at the same time, why would you not, if he value your friendship as much as you do, he would want you to tell him the truth. And he would be able to he would still be able to continue to be friends with you if you tell him the truth. But if you gotta compromise your integrity for somebody's friendship, it's not worth it. And I feel like as a person and a YouTuber, I would compromise my integrity just for his bullshit. Like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna rip and Tundi all day long because they be on some bullshit too. But bro, and I was telling that to Nuke, not Nuke, but to Two Hands. I think Eddie Reynoso is gonna end up being trainer of the he's deserving a trainer of the year. Eddie Reynoso is deserving of trainer of the year. I mean, just off of what I want to see. I also want to see what he do with Andy. I need to see Andy Ruiz fight. I need to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? Southpaws do use the Philly shell. Zab Judah used the Philly shell. He just don't use it unnecessarily. Like, he use it when he need to. He don't use it just, he don't walk up on you. He don't walk up on you with that bullshit. He don't do that. You know, I don't even see why dudes do that shit. Because think about it. This is how you be, you like this, right? You sideways. Now, granted, you're not going to stay tall and be up here all day. You're going to move. Okay? You're going to move, right? You're going to do some shit. You have to do something, right? So, if I'm right here, Miguel Cotto also showed y'all too. The jab is right there. Straight punches. They say they catch, you tuck your chin under the shoulder. Boom. You catch the right hand with the shoulder. But what's open is jabs over the top. You jab over the top. And also, you go hit them right here. Hit them right here. Every time. And hit them on the hip. Every time. Every time. When they do that shit. Don't headhunt. Don't headhunt. When you see them do that shit, don't headhunt them. Hit them motherfuckers right here on the hip. Jab them on the hip. Let them feel that. Like, because as soon as you jab the motherfuckers on the hip, they're going to go just like this. They go just like this. Boom. Boom. And then they're going to flick that shit up. Depending on how fast they is, they're going to flick that jab up. All the shit. Hit them on the hip. And then pot your jab at him. Get him thinking about that. And then shoot your jab. You're going to get one or two up in that bitch. But to try, once you see him doing this and you trying to wing it, bro, I'm going to pop, break down, turn you, do all kinds of shit. Once I see you are committed to your arsenal, because that's really what it's for. That's really what it's for. Is when you, once I see you are committed, like I'm on the inside. And you trying to wing and ding, and you just bop, 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 bop. Catch all that shit. All that shit. And then get off. Come back. Move my head. Pop, pop, slip, break down, come through, pop, 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 pop. Why you think Floyd be here? He be here, then he come here. As soon as he see you finna commit to your arsenal. Boop, 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 boop. Serious. Who does Derek James got though? Hold up. You getting me off topic, Loke, but I'm a cook on that. Who has Derek James trained? Aside from Charlos and Errol Spence. And none of their game has evolved or changed. Spence is not a different fighter than what we've seen. Oscar, what I'm saying is, for me, okay, maybe that's for you or whomever. For me, if Oscar Valdez was the typical, prototypical Mexican style boxer, straightforward, wing and ding, take some, to give some block punches with my face. That was Valdez. That's why he got his jaw broke. He didn't get his jaw broke on some because he fought like that. He got his jaw broke because he going in, warrior status, swinging and dinging, throwing for nothing, and he was getting caught with stupid shit. Holla. Holla, holla, holla. Holla. So now you see a nice, he's more sharper, he's more polished. Motherfucker move his head. And he got waist movement. That's it though. And they've been with him how long, Loke? Understand what I'm understand. I knew that's where he was coming from. I knew that was your reason. But if that's the case, he might as well get that shit every year, bro. I honestly feel like Two Hands had one of the best claims for Trainer of the Year. Yo Diaz. Because I think he was talking about 4 fighters in one night. And I think 2 of them was for title defenses. It was some crazy shit he was telling me about. And I looked it up. I forgot though. For real. Battle Rifle. Ain't that a bitch? Where the hell you been? Okay, well, we got some people in the building. I'm gonna cook on that. I'm finna cook on that right now. What we saw with Burchell and Valdez, to me, was just Valdez, because he proved me wrong. I said Valdez had no head movement. I'm not gonna speak on nothing. I'm gonna speak on what I said, what I picked. I picked Burchell. I said Burchell had too much pop. I said that Valdez was going to be blocking punches. Blocking punches with his face. And Burchell is not the guy that you want that you want to block punches with your face with. So I felt that Burchell was going to stop him. That's what I thought. And then here comes Valdez with this accurate left hook, with this all of a sudden nice head movement. Now he's moving his head, breaking down, using his legs. Movement. And hitting him with clean, sharp shots. And even showing an effective jab. God damn. Well, where has this Oscar been? Eddie Ray motherfucking no so. Eddie Ray no so. I'm gonna tell y'all something right here, right now. If I'm gonna go on record, I'm looking to the camera when I say this. If Ryan Garcia starts fighting like that, we have a problem. I'm telling y'all right now, unless his chin becomes suspect when he do get touched type shit. But if Ryan Garcia starts fighting the way that we seen Oscar Valdez fight last night, boy, I'm telling you, you put some head movement and all that shit on Ryan. Oh my God. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Because Eddie is making fighters better. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see what Andy Ruiz do. What's up, Myra? That was crazy. Yeah, but Valdez didn't take no unnecessary punishment. None. And Burchell punches looked like they wasn't really effective. I mean, I'm talking about from round 1 to 4. Because from 4 on, it was just like, what's finna happen? You gonna stop it, or is he gonna get cooked? What is he gonna drop? What? But from round 1 to 4, bruh, no. I'm thinking Burchell was going to dictate the pace, push, 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 push. And bro, you took the took the words right out of my mouth. Took the words right out of my mouth. Boy, looked it silky smooth. That left hook was so nice. That left hook was so nice. Town business. What it do with the folk? Town business. You see it. What part of the town you from? Oakland, George? From the West. What part of the town you from? A lot of I heard that. I heard that they said that he looked drained, but I can't use that excuse, man. He's been at that weight. He's been there. He's been there. I can't say that, oh, he looked weight drained. He didn't look like himself. He been there. I'm not gonna make no excuses. 30-30s, Eastside for sure. My wife from 9, my wife from 9-8. 9-8 Sunnyside. Where you at? Ghost Town? Ghost Town, the Bottoms? Or Acorn? I'm from Acorn. Or you in Dogtown? You Ghost Town, the Bottoms, Dogtown, Acorn? Where you at? The ref could have stopped the fight a whole lot sooner, bro. Oh, you in my set, for sure. Shammy boy. I don't think Burchell will be the same fighter again after this fight either. I'm hoping he come back stronger. I'm hoping he come back better. I hope he prove me wrong. No, Holly. I'm not here to bash Burchell. I'm not here to talk shit about Burchell because of the way he lost. None of that. I'm not here for that. I'm just here to say that, to be real with y'all, I'm here to eat my motherfucking crow. Okay? Because I picked Burchell to stop him, I think, in what, like 8 rounds or some dumb shit like that. And then he gets knocked out in the 10th. So I'm here to eat my motherfucking crow. I'm not finna sit here and hide in my house and act like I didn't pick Burchell to win, and I did, and he got knocked the fuck out. It is what it is. Burchell, and bro, but thank you, Andre, for saying that. And that is why I said Shakur Stevenson will beat the fuck out of Miguel Burchell. I stand by that. Period. I don't care. I will stand by that. I've been said Shakur Stevenson will beat the shit out of Miguel Burchell because Shakur Stevenson got a better jab than Oscar Valdez. Way better jab. Southpaw. So he coming at shit with way different angles. All the shit. I'm going with Shakur beating a lot of motherfuckers. He just ain't getting in the right situation. He ain't in the right situations right now to where he can get those fights. I think Shakur Stevenson beats Valdez. I've been saying that. I'm not switching on that because Valdez beat Burchell and I picked Burchell. No, it's boxing. Anything can happen. I'm going with Shakur still. I think Shakur is going to mummify the shit out of Valdez. Because you got to think, I don't think Valdez got better feet than Shakur. No, I don't. They could make all the excuses they want and say, oh, he was weight drained, he was this, he was that. Man, been at the division. That's where he's been for the longest. All right, bet. That's where he been. What's up, Iron Kong? What to do with the foe? But that left hook was all day, all night long. Every time he threw it, bump, bop, bop. It was just there. It was just there for him. Burchell was too tall. Look at the fight. Look at the fight. He was too tall. Valdez was low, using his legs. Every time Burchell every time he closed the distance, you would see Valdez shrink. get lower to the ground. Harder to hit a motherfucker and you hella tall. Trying to hit this motherfucker who hella low and you punching down, which also takes a little steam off your shit. Because you having to punch down instead of straight. Or maybe even up a little bit. But to try to punch down and across, it's not, it does take a little something off. It does take a little something off. Because you got to think, he's down. So everything he's hitting is either top of here. He might catch a couple here. But it's hard to hit a guy that is in your chest and he's here the whole night. And he's moving on you, doing all kinds of shit. It's really hard to stay with a dude that's like that. And that's right there with you. You know what I mean? And Valdez moved the whole time. The whole time. The whole time. Let me get to these comments real quick. What's up, Boxing Loser Stars? He was running into that left hook. And I honestly think the reason why he was hurt the way, because he didn't see the motherfuckers coming. He didn't. Some of them left hooks, he had no idea that they was coming. None. No clue. Not a clue. And he was eating them some bitches. Eating them. Bro, and them jabs, Dragon Leg, them jabs, bro. Oh my God. I didn't even know Valdez had a jab till last night. They should have saved him round 8, in my opinion. When it got to round 8, when they was like, it was either 8 or it's between 7 or 9, one in between one of them rounds, where they was like, "Hey, we gonna stop this fight. Do you want us to stop it?" And he was like, "No, no." They should have stopped it right then. When you saw his face and he was like this, and he just looked bad. He looked bad. Like he looked bad in the corner. When you saw his face swell up, all the sweat, and then you saw him stand up and he was just looking like, here we go again. Like, I would have stopped it right then. I wouldn't have let him stand up and go for the next round. Right then, when he was sitting right there, and he was just, you could just see his face was swole up. He looked defeated. He didn't look like he had that much fight in him. It wasn't like his punches was hurting him. It wasn't one of those type of fights where, like, what I didn't like was, yeah, he was hurt, but he didn't show that he was the dangerous fighter, like, of old. Like, you remember of old when the fighter would get hurt, that was a puncher. Even though he was hurt, he was still dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because he could still catch you with that punch. And then he'd catch you with the punch, and then all of a sudden the tables turn and the fighting shit. I was kind of hoping for that. I was kind of hoping for Berchelt to do something, to catch him with something, to catch Valdez with some shit, and then all of a sudden tables turn. Now it's Berchelt. I was hoping more of a war in a sense where I thought Berchelt was going to come back maybe in the mid to later rounds where it looked like it was going to happen, but it just, he didn't have no steam on them shots. He didn't have no steam on them. And no steam on them. But that's what I felt, Vado, was that he had that puncher's chance. That's why I wasn't too sold on him when the way he was losing. I thought he was gonna do something, but he didn't do anything. And that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like he was hurting Valdez, Andre. He was, you could tell, round 4, his legs was gone. Gone. They were done. He didn't have no legs. It was over with. And then when they got longer and longer, it was like when you start to see he was getting caught with those left hooks, and even those overhand rights, those few overhand rights he took, it was like, oh. So I cringed a little bit. I don't really make too many predictions in when I do my boxing shit. I don't really predict them like that. Because people on this YouTube shit, they hold on, just like what you're saying, Vito, they hold on to your predictions too much. And it's like, well, if you pick this person wrong, you don't know how to pick fights and all that. It's like, yeah. That's why I don't really predict too many fights. Yeah, I mean, I spoke on that in the beginning of the stream, Dragon Leg. I'm gonna hold up. I'll be right back.
Yeah, because you always be having heck of ketchup on your
Who had the boofy?
What's up, guys? Yeah, What's up?
What's up, Myron? Feel free to come on and cook, bro. I got some time. Got a little time. I sent you the link. And Raider, hey, you got some time, slide on. If you got some time, slide on, Raider. And Raider, Myron. Oh, you just sent the text? Hold up. I didn't even see that shit. Okay, I got you. Hey, Raider, if you got some time, slide on. Look, I don't feel like, look, this boxing, bro. You get hit on the temple, your job is to protect yourself at all times. That's your job. You get caught with something. What's up, Banks? You get caught with something. Your job is to protect your temple. You get hit on the temple, it's your temple fault? Because the temple is one of the softest or weakest parts of your head. You get hit there, you get hit there. Shit happens. Same shit happened to Anthony Joshua. You think he expected to get hit on the temple like that from Andy Ruiz? No. Well, oh well, tough shit. Tough titty said to kitty because the milk's still good. Straight up. Real rap. But I did. Let me get to the Josh Kelly situation. Josh, like I said earlier, Josh Kelly is not. He still fight like an Olympic fighter. Raiders.
What up? What up?
Raiders. No, you gotta get one with me.
Gators.
Raiders. We in the building. They done
What
fucked
up?
up. What's up, Ryder?
What's up? What's cracking?
Nothing. What's your take on the before I get on the Josh Kelly thing? Because I know I want to get your take on the Valdez and Burchell shit. You know what I'm saying? I love your mind on that shit. So, and I know you got to speak for the Mexicans out here. So, what was your take on the fight last night, Ryder?
Yeah, I don't have I can't be on too long because I'm doing some stuff right here with the fan band. But yeah, man, that fight, dude, it was a good fight. A lot of people didn't give Valdez a shot, right? Everybody picked most likely,
Myself
uh,
included.
Burchell by knockout, right? I picked that fight to go the distance, just because I knew these when you get two top elite, well, I don't want to say elite, but top fighters, Mexican fighters fighting each other with all that pride. These dudes are most likely willing to die in there, and you saw it, man. Fucking Burchell had to be carried out, man. Basically, he had to get carried out of there. He got knocked out. I give Burchell so much credit. Dude. He got hurt in the fourth round, and he basically never recovered. Right? Every time he tried to recover, he would get hurt again. He basically fought like drunk. He was mentally off balance. He had weak legs during the whole fight after that temple shot. He couldn't find his range, and he couldn't find Valdez. He couldn't find him. He was too elusive. His mind wasn't there. He was just hurt, man, and he didn't fight his fight because of that. I think if he never would have got hurt, I think it would have been a different story. I think Burchell would have won that fight. But credit to Valdez for having that game plan and choosing to box him. But man, what a fight, dude!
And Reynoso for prepping him, because I'm sure Reynoso and Canelo and all of them helped him prepare for this fight. I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I said, man, Valdez is counter punching, dude. Burchell. He doesn't look good when against really good counter punching. He leaves his chin kind of up in the air, but I mean some of his offense is his defense too. You know what I mean? But man, Valdez's counter punching and his timing was on point. Man, he was elusive during some times. He switched to southpaw. What a performance.
Yeah, it was, man. It was a hell of a performance. Like I said, I picked Burchell to win. I didn't predict him to get beat via KO. That shit was crazy. But yeah, man, that was pretty much it on that. I'm gonna cook on this Josh Kelly situation, man. Appreciate you, Red. I'm gonna let you go and handle your business, man. I don't want to hold you too long. I know you got.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me on, man.
All good, man. Your opinion is always valid over here.
All right, thank you, man. You guys have a good one. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Sure. So now let's get on Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly. We ain't talking about R. We're talking about Josh. I said this earlier. Everybody can't do the Philly shell defense. Shout out to Russia for or the Ukrainians. Whoever be posting the fights, shout out to y'all. Because my Zone membership got canceled. So I appreciate y'all for posting the fights right after on YouTube, even though everything is backwards. Everything is fucking backwards. I mean, you got fucking the wording is backwards, the timing is backwards. You got Josh Kelly looking pretty much fighting southpaw. And I know Josh Kelly's not a fucking southpaw, but I still got to see the fight. And from what I saw in the fight, basically that everybody is trying to utilize the shoulder roll defense and trying to formulate that into a particular style, as if the shoulder roll defense is its own style, when the shoulder roll is a form of defense. It's a form of defense. It's not a style that you really use. Like, I don't have the shoulder roll style. It's a defense. Philly shell, defense. Shoulder roll, defense. Not Philly shell style. Not Philly shell style. defense. That's really what it is. It's for in situations when you see a boxer finna commit to his arsenal, you can utilize that. You know what I mean? You can utilize that to your advantage. I just dropped the link, but I don't know you, Mad Chad, so I'm not finna let you on here because I don't even fucking know who you are. And the last time I let some dude that I didn't know who he was, he decided he wanted to put a bunch of dick pics up and shit like that. I ain't got time for that shit. I don't know you. I ain't never seen you before, so good luck. That's great. And I'm sure you are in your own mind or wherever you at, but I don't know that because if you a legend, how come I don't know about you? Anybody in the chat know who Mad Chad is? Fans and critics and Mexican legends have never been so wrong. But Joe has no feet, no hand speed, slow reflexes, and no defense. But Chuck don't got no defense. Burchelt fought like we thought he was gonna fight. We just didn't think Valdez was gonna have the defense and the boxing prowess that he had. We thought we thought it was gonna be two Rams butting heads, going at each other. That's what we thought it was when it didn't happen. Everybody say AB was gifted a win. Everybody say that. Everybody say that. But Josh Kelly not going to do nothing on the major scene. He can't even do nothing on the regional level as a boxer. So there's no way that he's going to do something on a major scale in boxing. Because the fight that he fought, this is a guy that he was supposed to fight, in 2017? They've been postponing this fight for the past, 3-4 years now. And they finally made the fight happen. And all dude did was be patient with him. So all dude did was be patient with Josh Kelly the whole time and wait for him. Dealt with his little pity patter shots because that's what they are, pity patter shots. My issue is with Alex Booth with Josh Kelly. Adam Booth. Adam, make Josh sit on his fucking punches. Stop doing this. Stop keeping that amateur move around, pitter patter style and shit. He need to sit on his punches. It's the pro level, the big leagues. He not gonna be shit out here if he keeps pity patting, move, pity pat, move, pity pat, move. When he finally deal with somebody who can punch and can move, they gonna fuck him up. Period. Period, point blank. And dude just had enough pop to put Josh Kelly on his ass. Hold on. I don't even know who Mad Chad is. I don't see you, bro. I don't see you. You got a YouTube channel, cuz? I don't see you, bro. I just looked you up. I don't see you. Kelly can do something. Just needs to be managed properly, given the right fights, the right time. He's clearly talented. He just doesn't have the seasoning yet. Man, look, let me tell you something. He's in a place where they fight everybody. They really don't duck no smoke over there in the UK. Shout out to the UK. They really don't. They really fight everybody. I don't think he's managed properly. He's managed by 80 fucking Hearn. If he came over here and got managed by fucking Bob Arum would fuck around and play Josh Kelly out his money because Bob Arum would just use Josh Kelly to bump up his pockets. PBC would just use Josh Kelly as a punching bag because he's from the UK. So they'll just play him. So actually, he's in the best place for him right now. What did Sammy say? That's crazy. Yep, you don't got nothing. They still don't got no faith in Andy Ruiz, for real, for real. He not disciplined. Yeah, time him out, bro. Get him out of here. But Josh Kelly, I'm a bash Josh Kelly for real. I don't really have too much to say about him. It's just I didn't like the fact he was using that Philly shell defense when that's not really his style. He's really more of a slick. He's a slick dude. This requires you to have to take something to deal with something. When you hear pop, 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 slip, boom, 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 I thought that's Josh Kelly's style. But that shoulder roll shit, that shit don't work for everybody. It don't. Everybody that's athletic or got some type of physical athleticism, that don't mean you need to do the shoulder roll. That don't mean you do this. Every time somebody walk up to you, see, I'm a shoulder roll. I'm gonna jab the shit out of you. Pop. Okay, back up. Back up. Jab him again. Pop. Jab his ass again. Go to the body. I'm gonna let you sit here and do all this shit. You can sit here and do that. Hold that. Hold that pose. I want you to hold this pose. Sit there and hold this shit. Because I'm going to win off of effective aggression and throwing punches while you just standing there trying to look pretty for the cameras. It's that bullshit. Oh, now I know who you is.
Yo, what up? What up? What up, Boone? What up, Boone? Yeah, what a great night.
I know who you is. I saw you on, when you on Mark's channel before?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we shot the shit a little bit. I really got a kick out of your opinions and your angles. You know, you're bobbing and weaving, you're fainting, you're looking at all those angles, D-Bone, and I appreciate and I respect your opinion. I go around to all these channels. You know what I mean? I just hang out and I love talking boxing. I just eat, sleep, and shit in it. I get the adrenaline rush. You know, I'm rubber-legged. I'm gassed out, and I'm not even a fighter before the fucking fight. You know what I mean? It's like a horse race. It's the Kentucky Derby down. It's, you know, it's the end of the shot. It's Michael Jordan at the foul line, you know, beating the Utah Jazz. You know what I mean? Like a boxing match is like that from round 1 to round 12 when you get those bangers. And it was great to see last night. Oscar Valdez pulled off a great fight, which I thought he would. I really did. I thought he was a better fighter. And, you know, hanging out with Reynoso. And all he did as an amateur, you know, and fight with a broken jaw, you know, all that, I thought Burchell was really up for the taking. And Oscar pulled off a great fight. And all the praise to Miguel Burchell for the chin that he had and his will to keep going. And the ref kept asking him, "You ready to go?" He goes, "Fucking right I am." You know, God bless those warriors that are in this fighting game. And utmost respect to all of them. And thanks a lot for having me, D-Boom. But you know what I mean? I'm no troll. I'm showing no shit. I just want to talk boxing, and I'm straight talk. No agenda. I have no dogs in any fight. And shout out to Lolo Harris, Charles Lolo Harris, fighting out of San Bernardino, California. He's 17-0. He's 4-0. And he's got some power in his paw. 17-year-old pro out of San Bernardino, California, Charles Lolo Harris. Keep him in the fucking, you know, keep an eye on this kid. Also, Stephen Fulton. I love him out of Philadelphia. He fought Angelio. He just fought Angelio. Some tough kid. It was a great fucking fight. Fulton Leo. Angelo Leo. Fulton. Stephen Fulton out of Philadelphia. Talking about bringing back that old school to take one to throw one. I just love talking boxing. And I'm here to talk boxing, but I just love shouting out to the young bucks that are coming up. You know what I mean? Keep an eye on Fulton and Lolo Harris. Much respect, and I'm here to talk boxing. My favorite favorite boxer of all time. My toughest human being that I've ever seen step into a boxing ring in my 51 years of life. I've saw many fights. I've been backstage at many training and many boxing matches. Is Marvelous Marvin Hagler. There's nobody that had more stronger will, that could take a punch, that went in the adversity conditions to fight the best competition. When Marvelous Marvin Hagler stepped in the ring, there was nobody in the world badder in the world, pound for pound, than Marvelous Marvin Hagler. And go ahead and cook. I love you guys' opinion, and let's talk boxing.
What did you think of the Stilbacco fight with Adrian Broner? What do you see? What's next for Adrian Broner next?
I don't think it's good, Boone. I don't think it's good. You know what I mean? That Santiago hasn't fought in a while. Coming out of shape. You know what I mean? Hasn't fought that long. So much on his plate. I think Adrian's next direction could be Hollywood. I see him as a very charismatic. You know, he brings a lot of magnetic. He's magnetic. He brings a lot of Hollywood glitz and glamour to his game. And I don't know if boxing is the answer for AB. I thought he was going to pound the fuck out of that kid, and that kid hung with him and put the pressure on him. I thought the kid won the fight, for what it's worth.
Yeah, I honestly stopped watching it. I stopped watching it round 8.
Yeah. And
7
AB,
or 8, I stopped watching. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And all the skill in the world, it's just like it's heartbreaking to see, you know. But I think the kid's gonna make money. You know what I mean? He's got $100 in his left pockets, 50s in his right. You know what I mean? He's got he's like Kobe. He's got blood with the refs. You know what I mean? He's like Chief Keef hanging out with fucking Kobe Bryant. He's got blood with the refs because he pulled off you're talking about shadiness in boxing. All you got to do is follow the money trail there. AB owes too much money, and he was going to win any decision unless he got knocked out last night. But I do appreciate AB for what he brings to the game. I wish him the best. But if he fights an elite fighter, he's going to get destroyed. He's going to be he'll be Burchelt. He'll be on those funky legs. He'll be doing the funky leg shuffle because he did not look good against Santiago. He was a huge favorite. No one gave Santiago a chance. And I don't think there's much left. I think he's however old he is. He's 30 whatever years old, and I think Hollywood's his next opportunity, because I think he'll draw a lot of hits and a lot of likes.
You know what I think we should stop doing as boxing fans is stop basing a fighter winning a fight just because he can punch. If you notice nowadays in this era, if a guy can punch, if a guy is known for knocking people out, or regardless of the opposition, if he has a decent knockout rate or ratio, people will naturally, myself included, like
Berlanga, if he steps up, T-Bone, you know what I mean? He's going to get knocked out. He has so many flaws in his games. He's just rolling through these opponents. I've seen it before in the past. These guys come up just ripping people's heads off. I mean, there's this kid out of the Ukraine right now, Serhii Bohachuk. He's very exciting, 18-0. He fights at 154, 18 knockouts. You know what I mean? He's got a fight coming up against this Adams kid, a tough kid. But you do keep an eye on that knockout power, and that's why Burchelt was the big favorite. Everybody fell in love with his fucking power, that thunder and fucking power. But it's called the sweet science for a reason. The person that made the most money in the history of fucking boxing, Floyd Mayweather, mastered the fucking sweet science. You have to learn on the fly. You have to be a professor. You have to be a fucking Yoda. You have to be a Jedi. Floyd Mayweather embellished every fucking part of it, and that's why it's called the sweet science.
And he even implemented something that I do. And I'm gonna go on record. I'm gonna have my boy Mad Chad as a witness. I studied Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Parnell Sweet Pea Whitaker,
Sugar Ray Leonard,
Roy Jones. I'm coming with you. I'm coming.
All right, I just had to throw Sugar Ray in. He's on my Mount Rushmore.
Sugar Ray Leonard. And I said Sugar Ray Robinson already, right? Or I left him out.
No, but it's like pre. I'm 51 years old. I go pre-Ali, post-Ali. It's like when I judge basketball. It's like post-Bird and Magic and pre-Bird and Magic. You know what I mean? It's like I got to see what I saw with my eyes.
Right. So that's what I study when I look at boxers, as far as like for myself, the way I fight, the way I train, the style I want to implement for myself. Those are the 6 boxers I look at. Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. Those are the fighters I look at because I like those styles and I like to implement what they do. Okay?
You're saying I like the Cassius Clay. I do like the Clay more than the Ali when he fought, you know, Liston the first time when he was on his footwork and he was throwing that fucking jab. I mean, Cassius Clay was the most lethal fucking heavyweight in the world. He was a heavyweight floating like a fucking butterfly, stinging like a fucking bee.
Yeah, a rarity. Never before seen in at that time.
With a jaw of fucking granite.
Never knew a heavyweight could move like that. Didn't even know.
Never. My old man made big fucking money on Ali when he fought Liston. I think Ali was a 6-1 underdog, or maybe even bigger. No one gave Cassius Clay a chance when he first fought fucking Sonny Liston.
Of course, because Liston was a killer.
He was a killer.
Killer, bro. Like, everybody thought Liston was gonna kill Ali, bro. Like, everybody was like, bro, really? Like, Liston's finna kill this loudmouth dude talking out his ass. This guy's crazy. You know, Liston ties in with the mob, all kinds of shit. Like, you're not beating Liston. And lo and behold,
the sweet science prevailed. They weren't fighting in a fucking alleyway in Chicago. They were fighting in a fucking ring with a fucking referee with gloves on with fucking rules. There was no one beating that fucking man at the sweet science. When those men that you just mentioned were at the peak of their game, nobody was beating those motherfuckers because they have mastered the sweet science. You pull up every one of their best fucking games or best fights, they have mastered the game of the sweet fucking science. They are the Einsteins. They are the fucking modern day Einsteins of boxing. Floyd Mayweather's a modern day fucking Einstein.
And he don't really get no credit because of the. I look at what, and I'm finna give some credit.
But he does get credit. That's the thing. He don't get credit with all the fucking talkers, cheap motherfuckers, the people that are envious and jealousy. That rules the world. You know what I'm saying? When you're worth almost $1 billion fucking dollars and you beat every motherfucker that come your way, there's gonna be haters. Nobody likes fucking the Yankees. Nobody likes Duke. Nobody likes the fucking winner. Nobody likes the front runner.
Well, I don't like the Yankees because I'm an A's fan.
But I'm just saying, I'm a Red Sox fan, but I'm just saying, you got to respect the motherfuckers. They got so many banners. It's like, I hate fucking LeBron James, but motherfucker, fuck that. I wish he wore a Celtics uniform. Fuck.
Yeah, I hate Tom Brady until he won for the Bucks. Like, that was the first time ever. And you got to understand, I'm a diehard Raider fan. So the Tuck rule follows me.
Oh, that hurt. That follows you.
You know what I mean? So,
oh yeah, I'm a Brady lover.
Tom Brady since then, bro. Like I
love his underdog story, D-Bone. You know what I mean? He was a late round pick. He was an underdog at Michigan. Not that he wasn't born with a silver spoon up his fucking ass, but he was the underdog. He was drafted late. He looked like a big old fucking Tyson Fury at the fucking draft combine, you know, and he came in and he did his thing and he prepares like a fucking champ. He's a fucking machine. You know, much respect to the man for what he's done. I mean, it's amazing to be at that level for so long. Like him and LeBron, like I tell all these fighters, I talk to a couple fighters, right? I say, get on that fucking TB12 diet. Get on that LeBron James diet. You can't be a fucking Ferrari or a Porsche and put shit gas in. Get off that fucking McDonald's fucking food. Eat some fucking kale and broccoli and have some fucking chicken and rice. Get off that fucking shit. Eat some salmon and asparagus. Fuck that Kentucky Fried Chicken. You guys are Ferraris. You got to put the best fuel in your body. That's what TB12, that's what Tom Brady and LeBron James does. That's why their longevity is so long. They're not out fucking gangbanging and partying and eating fucking shit. They're getting their shit tested in a fucking lab to see what they need to eat next.
Mm-hmm. It was like whatever he got to do to be great, that's what he gonna do, man.
That's whatever it takes. That's what separates the greatness. That's why it's so hard. It's the 0.00001% that gets at the Tom Brady, Floyd Mayweather level, Canelo Alvarez level. You have to be a fucking machine.
What's up, D Hodges? I hate the Celtics and the Lakers. I'm a Warriors fan. I'm not these new Warrior fans. Let's get it correct. I'm glad Mad Chad is in the building because he can attest to the struggle that I had to endure with all you fake Warrior fans when I was going to the Warrior fans when we had Chris Webber, or Latrell Sprewell, or the Run TMCs, the Chris Mullins, the Mitch Richmond, the Tim Hardaway.
There was some good teams there, man. Golden State had some runs, but that was during that Jordan shit.
Yeah, that was during the Jordan era when we kept losing to the Supersonics, Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
Yeah, Xavier McDaniel and fucking the Rain Man.
And we was losing to them. Every first round we was losing to the damn Supersonics. Every year we go to first round, lose Supersonics.
No, I feel your pain. I'm all about boxing, music, and that ain't a cop fucking radar. I'm in my fucking van that I do deliveries in. I have a CB. You know, you just heard that beat.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not Johnny fucking Law. I'm Mad Chad from fucking Portland, Maine. I'm a fucking legend here. I'm a legend here in Portland, Maine. I'm 51 years old. I don't fuck around. I have no enemies. I go anywhere. I don't have to sit with my back to the wall. I've never fucked over anybody. I've never stolen anybody. I say my prayers daily. All I do is try to build people up. That's all I try to do. And I love fucking boxing and basketball and music. Without music, I'd be fucked.
Got you. But yeah, like what I was gonna say pertaining to like, I study Floyd a lot because I implement his mindset of the defense. I implement that a lot. Like I really, really, really focus on that because he says a lot.
He's the greatest ever at it. He is the greatest boxer ever at defense. He is the best.
He says that a lot. That's fighter. What his dad stressed him was defense. Like that was
and
the
his
first
uncle, his uncle, his granddad, his cousin. Those motherfuckers come out like a fucking stallion. They're like Seattle Slews fucking. You know what I mean? They're fucking fighters. He's been fighting forever. He's learned it all, and he's a smart man.
And you don't think he got his dad and his uncle. They already pro fighters, world champions. They already in the game fighting the Sugar Ray Leonards, fighting the creme era. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't give him props for his style. He wasn't a Toro Gotti. He wasn't Mickey Ward. He wasn't Marvin Hagler. He mastered the sweet science. He went in there. He made adjustments on the fly, and he would, like, you know, a lot of fighters, you say hit to get hit. No, he'd just hit you and hit you and hit you and not get hit. It was like
another thing they don't give Floyd Sr. credit for was the adjustment, not just Junior, but Senior. Senior deserves credit because, for one, Senior was living a street life at the time. And also, Senior had got shot. And in that, he still chose to keep fighting. He couldn't fight the way he was used to fighting, but he literally changed his whole fight style, which turned into more of the shoulder roll defense. But he changed his fighting style to still compete. And was still effective.
They were learning. They were at the top of their game, which a lot of these kids, they stopped learning. Floyd never stopped learning. He's still learning today, believe me. The kid's still learning. He's sober. Let's also remember this, right, fellas? You young boxers out there fucking kicking back, popping the bottles, right? Floyd's fucking sober. Being sober means a fucking lot when you're in that elite company competing against someone that wants to kill you. You know what I mean? Floyd gets it. In utmost respect to Floyd. Like I say, if my son is to be a fighter, I would want him to implement every single thing from fucking Floyd Mayweather. Like my son plays basketball, right? You know I show him clips of every fucking day? Ray Allen and fucking Steph Curry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if you have a basketball player, who do you want to shoot like? I want him to shoot like Ray Allen and Steph Curry. If you have a boxer, who do you want him to fight like? I want him to fight like, let's say, Floyd Mayweather and Cassius Clay. You follow me? Who wants a fucking fighter to go in there? All these old men are getting in trouble for dodging each other. They're saying they're ducking this one, ducking that one. All these fucking 135-pound kids are all young, right? Who wants to go in there and risk your fucking brain damage? Who wants to go in there and get birched out by fucking Tank Davis? They're young. Let's say when they're 27, 28, and we get a Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia when they're 27, 3 years from now. We're all going to tune in. They're young. They're not at the top of their game yet. And I love the way you got to move these fighters. There's more money in this fight game than ever before. They're making a ton of fucking money. Move along. Haney, you got to give Haney all the money, all the credit in the world. The kid's worth fucking millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's a hater. Everybody's a hater. Oh, Haney this, Haney that. Haney box your fucking ears off. Haney ain't going to get in there with some fucking warrior for $500,000 when the kid's worth a fucking $5 million. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. And it is a lot more money. They were saying that a lot. Like if the fighters of old had the money that they had today, and also it's easier to self-promote. I think if Bernard Hopkins had social media when he did.
Could you imagine Sugar Ray Leonard with social media? Sugar Ray and Duran with social media. Could you imagine? Just imagine the greats with social media. Imagine Cassius Clay with fucking social media.
Yeah, that would have been something to see. That would have been real something to see. Hell, but shit, Mike Tyson in his heyday with social media.
D-Bone, but for what it's worth, and today, these are the good old days, right? And you YouTubers, what your channel does is promote these boxes, which you do almost as good as ESPN does with the Burchell Valdez fight. They were promoting it all day. These channels are fucking awesome for promoting the fighters. And I love coming on a channel when we're not talking conspiracies and we're not talking this and that. And I love talking boxing. I love talking who's the up and comers, who's the fighters, because these YouTubers are the best promotional piece for these fighters. I mean, you should have fighters on all the time. There should be a fighter here with us right now saying, hey, what's going on?
Well, that would be cool, but it's just that I don't cap for some of these dudes. So it's like a lot of these fighters can't.
Yeah, but they don't cap. Oh, these fighters don't cap. Fighters come from a different fucking cloth. The fighters, the trainers, they all come from a different cloth. They got thick fucking skin. They might offend everybody. They're not capping. Like a lot of these old men get in trouble, the fathers of these fighters for the way they're talking or the way they come at people. But it's the dad. If you don't get that fucking pitbull, you're not getting the fucking kid. You don't understand these people have a whole different mentality than these normal YouTubing people that have these opinions. When you're in this elite company, which we're talking about these great fighters, Terrence Crawford, Bud, Errol Spence, these guys are at a whole different fucking level. They're at the 0.00001%. And they're about the money, and they are the thickest skinned motherfuckers that you'll ever see in your life. They are wired different.
Because I've been trying to get Errol Spence for the longest, and only reason why I haven't gotten Errol Spence because he know I talk shit about him, and
Well, I'll send some shit out to the Truth. I mean, me and the Truth correspond a little bit. He's my favorite fighter right now. I think he's got the fucking best jab in boxing. He's like He's got a fucking vicious fucking jab. He sets up the body work. He's a great, great fighter. Errol's my favorite fighter. I just want to see him fucking fight.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, I mean, I'm a fighter too. I still fight as well.
What weight class you at?
Just now getting back. And for those who don't know, I recently just got hired back at Audacious Muay Thai. Audacious Muay Thai closed due to COVID, and we thought, because COVID hit, we thought the gym wasn't going to be open no more. We thought it was going to be closed forever. And lo and behold, as of March the 1st, Audacious Muay Thai Academy will be open for business in Vacaville, California. And I am going to be, once again, coaching youth and adults.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm also working on having a purebred boxing program there for people. I have trying to get a boxing class there for the morning time or whatnot. But hopefully, by the grace of God, by the end of this year, maybe next year, I get to fight again, depending on how this stuff goes on with COVID, how stuff open up or whatever. But finally back in the gym, y'all. finally back. Everything is finna go smooth. Finna get back to working out again. Get back to training, and pretty soon, by the grace, I'll be in the fight again. Probably by the end of next year. By the end of this year. If not by the end of the year, for sure next year, no doubt. What's up, 1-2 kid? Shout out to the UGC. For sure, I see you. I see you. So yeah, I'm just trying to make an impact, and I'm not trying to just, like I said, I'm not trying to be them dudes just on here talking about the shit. Like, I'm really trying to make an impact. So I'm trying to get some interviews with some boxers, some MMA cats. I'm gonna do some talking. It's gonna be more MMA cats because I'm connected more to MMA dudes than a lot of boxers. Because I've trained with them, so it's different. You know what I mean, for me with MMA and than it is for boxing, because I've been training with more MMA cats and more kickboxers lately. So I gotta go to 3rd Street and see what's up, what's going on at 3rd Street, see what's popping, see what fighters is training at what gym, so I can go there and get interviews or whatnot and try to talk to these fighters while they're in the gym training type shit. So what's up, Troy? What's up, Mr. Transfer? What's going on with you? But yeah, I'm trying to do something big. I will be having more videos of me training, and I will be having more videos of me holding pads for people and mitts and stuff for the kids and the adults. That will be on my channel too. So you'll see me as a trainer and all that stuff. So we doing some things. I'm working on getting some sponsors and all that shit, for real. But yeah, I gotta go, y'all. My kid is sitting there flashing out. So I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, bro.